Hello, guys. Welcome to the counter take. Sorry, guys, I gotta adjust my camera down just a little bit. Alright, guys, welcome to the counter take. Today is gonna be a breakdown of just what's been going on recently. I haven't posted since Monday. I know this is rough. I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to post every day. I've been saying I've been trying. I've been saying that I'm gonna post every day, but it hasn't been working out yet. So I'm gonna pray. But tomorrow I'll be 100% posting. So yeah. Let's get right into it. The honorable mention of the day is going to the Detroit Tigers for winning, for beating the, for winning. Tigers won, I think. I'm just going to give it to Tigers today. But the next thing, the UFC freedom fight will be on Sunday at the White House. You know, I'll talk about that tomorrow or Sunday. Um, Let's get into the NFL news today and the baseball games live today. So let me bring them. NFL closes personal conduct review into wide receiver Stefan Diggs. He was charged of it was a personal violation. It's still on ESPN. He was found not guilty of assault. Uh, Retired Frank Ragnar reflects on an evident retirement and orbited return. So Frank Ragnar might be coming back. Seahawks Super Bowl LX title ring. Salts fans city histories. Ex wide receiver Raider Henry Ruggs denied partly nearly 5 years after the crash. NFL players. NFL players make the World Cup predictions way on USMNT. 2026 NFL minicamp live update. AJ Brown has a highlight day. Patriots' first impression of AJ Brown at minicamp. Why did the Seahawks extend Super Bowl standout Derek Hall? How the 49ers react to the Rams trading for Myles Garrett. Fantasy buzz. Is Jacoby Myers the Jaguars wide receiver target? 2026 NFL offseason trade tracker. Wanda Morrison, and Myles Garrett. QB's questions for all 32 NFL teams, contracts, injuries, and more. And that's all your news for today, guys. That's all your news for today. When we do eventually get closer to week one, I will announce all the games, stuff like that. But so, here, that baseball news coming up right after that. Let's see. Here we go. Well, today, no baseball games have kicked off yet, so 640 today. Miami versus Pittsburgh, 6:45. Seattle versus Washington, 7:05. Padres versus Baltimore, 7:10. Detroit versus Cleveland, 7:10. Texas versus Boston, 7:15. Arizona versus Cincinnati, 7:15. Atlanta versus the Mets, this is a little different today, but 7:37, Yankees versus Toronto Blue Jays. 7:40, Dodgers versus Chicago. 7:40, Philly versus Milwaukee. 8:10, Houston versus Kansas City. 8:10, St. Louis versus Minnesota. 9:38 p.m. Braves versus Angels. 10:05 p.m. Colorado versus Athletics. And to wrap it off for tonight, the last game of tonight for the MLB to wrap up today, 10:15, Chicago versus San Francisco. Those are all your games for today. And sorry guys, my dad was talking to me. I'm gonna those are your games for today. I could eventually, when I, feel like it, start going into more of the odds. You know what I'm saying? Of who's gonna win. But yeah. Another thing I'm gonna talk about right now is the MLB rankings right now. MLB ranked players. These are the top 100 baseball players. Okay, here we go. Number 1, Shohei Ohtani. Without a doubt. Number 2, Aaron Judge. 3, Bobby Witt. Number 4, Tariq Skubal. Number 5, Juan Soto. Number 6, Paul Skeens. Number 7, Cal Raleigh. Number 8, Garrett Crockett. Number 6, Julio Rodriguez. Number 10, Ronald Acuna Jr. Number 11, Vladimir Guerrero. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., first baseman. Jose Ramirez. Gunnar Henderson. Fernando Tatis. Kyle Tucker. Francis Lindor. Yashobi Yamamoto. Corbin Carroll. Christopher Sanchez. Kale Marte. Kyle Skersber. Pete Crow Armstrong. Jamir Cambaro. Ellie De La Cruz. Mookie Betts. Trey Turner. Logan Webb. William Corredes. Pete Alonso. Hunter Brown. Gerald Prundero. Roman Anthony. Will Smith. Max Fried. Freddie Freeman. Your friend Alvarez. Bo Bichette. Wyatt Longford. Corey Seager. Bryce Harper. Crawford. James Wood. Jackson Crowder. Manny Machado. Jeremy Pena. Riley Green. Hunter Green. Chris Sale. Cody Bellinger. Zach Neto. Alexander Kirk. Nick Homeowner. Rafael Devers. Logan Gilbert. Matt Chapman. Dylan Chase. Mason Miller. Willie Adams. Brian Bruxton. I always have a hard time pronouncing that dude's name. Jacob DeGrom. Fernando Valdez. Brent Rookie. Jalen Duran. Jaron Duran. I don't know. Alrighty. Freddie Herrera. Cole Raines. Blake Snell. Mikel Garcia. Drake Baldwin. Edward Diaz. Bryce Trung. Shale Langers. George Kirby. Joe Ryan, Jazz Chisholm, Adlin Rushman, Steve Van Wan, Danby Swanson, Michael Harris, Austin Riley, Ranger Perez, Michael Butch, Jose Lorzado, yeah. Sedane Rafael, Andrew Abbott, Jose Duran, Sei Sukia, Adonis Chapman, Kevin Grossman, Edwin Silverman, Josh Naylor, CJ Abrahams, Nathan O'Devy. And that's it. They didn't give me the 100 one, which doesn't make sense at all, but I don't know. That's why they didn't give me it. So, yeah. But today, we're going to do some MLB news too. We're adding an MLB Franks. I think we're going to add some MLB news on today. Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani exits early with a left knee inflammation. Red Sox, Aroldis Chapman says the Yankees GM owes him an apology. The Phillies add outfield depth to acquire veteran Hill from the White Sox. Acquire Derek Hill from the White Sox. Pirates, O'Neal Cruz lands on a 10-day IRL. Dang it, man. Dang it. I'm having a stutter problem today. LR. IL. Okay, IL. There we go. IL. Without a broken leg. No, I meant to say a broken hand. Sorry. Crap. How could an MLB salary cap work? Lessons from the NBA, NHL, and the NFL. The MLB's power rankings, Week 11. Cardinals and White Sox are on the rise. What all 30 teams must do before the MLB trade deadline. And that's your. And these are your players. These are your 30 teams that must do something before the deadline. Number 1, the Dodgers. Number 2, the Braves. Number 3, the Yankees. Number 4, the Brewers. Number 5, the Rays. Number 6, the Mariners. Number 7, the Guardians. Number 8, the Philly. Number 9, the Rangers. Number 10, St. Louis. Number 11, Pittsburgh Pirates. Number 12, Arizona Diamondbacks. Number 13, Chicago Cubs. Number 14, Toronto Blue Jays. Number 15, Chicago White Sox. Number 16, Oakland Athletics. Number 17, Houston Astros. Number 18, San Diego Padres. Number 19, Baltimore Orioles. Ooh. Number 20, the Washington Nationals. Number 21, the Boston Red Sox. Number 22, the Detroit Tigers. Number 23, the Minnesota Twins. Number 24, the New York Mets. Number 25, the Miami Marlins. Excuse me. Kansas City Royals. Number 26. Number 27, Cincinnati Reds. 28, San Francisco Giants. Can't find number 29. Wait, give me a minute. Number 29, the Los Angeles Angels. Number 30, the Colorado Rockies. Those are your 30 teams right there that need to make a trade before the deadline. Okay, I'll bring up some stuff. I'll bring up some of the stuff tomorrow too. Well, yeah, I'll dig more into this topic. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm gonna bring up the topic more tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll bring up the topic a little more. Why they should. Okay. Actually, no. Actually, I'm gonna do it. Actually, I'm not gonna do it. I'm actually instead I'm gonna talk about their in playoff odds and their championship and their win average. That's the only thing I'm gonna say tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna break down. That's what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow for this 30 teams that need to do a trade before or do something before the trade deadline. Actually, I'm just kidding. So I just talk about their wins and their ranking and their playoff odds for their trade before the trade deadline. What they gotta make. That's perfect right there. That's gonna be my topic. All right. A little something today. Um, Jack Flaherty is gonna pitch for the Tigers today. These are your probability pitchers today. I'm gonna read down here for the Marlins vs Pirates game. Okay, let's see. Sandy Altera will be your Marlins pitcher today. Braxton Ashcraft. Now that was for that game right there. Now for the Mariners versus the Nationals. Bryce Miller for the Mariners. Zach Lele for the Nationals today. For the Padres versus the Orioles today. Griffin Canning is going to be your Padres pitcher today. Yes, we're feeding. And for your Orioles, the Orioles are going to have Shane Baz as your pitcher today. The Tigers pitcher, Tigers versus Guardians. Tigers pitcher, Jack Flaherty. Tanner Beasley, the Cleveland Guardians pitcher. For the Rangers versus the Red Sox. Jack Letter is going to pitch for the Rangers. Sonny Gray is going to pitch for the Red Sox. The Diamondbacks versus the Reds. And Euro Rodriguez will be Ed Euro Rodriguez will be the pitcher for the Diamondbacks today. And then for the Reds, Nick Dorlo. So for the Braves versus the Mets, Spencer Strider is going to be pitching for the Braves. As for the Mets, Nolan McLean is going to be pitching for the Mets. Okay. The Yankees versus the Blue Jays. Ryan Weathers is going to be pitching for the Yankees. Trey Savage will be pitching for the Blue Jays. Dodgers versus White Sox. Roque Save pitching for the Dodgers. Anthony Kay will be pitching for the White Sox today. Philly versus the Brewers. Andrew Painter going to be pitching for Philly. Jacob Starowski will be pitching for the Brewers today. For the Astros versus the Royals, Tumusiwai and Maeda is going to be pitching for the Astros. Dang, that's a hard name to pronounce. That guy was a hard name to pronounce. Lindor Elavela will be pitching for the Royals today. So there you go. And for the Cardinals versus the Twins, for the Cardinals, pitcher is going to be Kyle Leash. And then for the Twins pitcher, Joe Ryan. For the Rays versus the Angels, Shane McClanahan pitching for the Rays. For the Angels, Sam Ordeher. Hey, that was hard to pronounce for some reason. All right, the Rockies versus the Athletics. There's this undecided for the Rockies and the Athletics. Gage Jump. And for the last game today, the Cubs versus the Giants. Javier Assad is going to be pitching for the Cubs. And Layden Roop is going to be pitching for the Giants. Those are your probably pitchers that are going to be pitching tonight or today's game time. Those are your pitchers that are probably going to be pitching for tonight. If you're watching any of these games tonight, well, I gotta say, man, I'm gonna go over it right now as our last thing today. I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, it's gonna be my last thing today. I'm gonna break this down really quick. I'm gonna do the MLB standings of 2026. Right now, the American League in the East, the Tampa Bay Rays are first. Second is the Yankees. Third is the Blue Jays. Fourth is the Orioles. Fifth is the Red Sox. In the Central, in the American League, the White Sox are number 1. The Guardians are number 2. The Twins are number 3. The Detroit Tigers are number 4. The Royals are number 5. The Mariners in the American League West. The Mariners are number 1. Number 2 is the Texas Rangers. Number 3 is the Athletics. Number 4 is Houston Astros. Number 5 is the Los Angeles Angels. In the National League of the East, the Atlanta Braves are number 1. Philadelphia is number 2. Nationals are number 3. Marlins number 4. Number 5 is the Mets. Here is the Central, right here. Milwaukee Brewers number 1. St. Louis Cardinals number 2. Pittsburgh Pirates number 3. Chicago Cubs number 4. And I can't find number 15. But here's the here's the E. Here we go. I got it now. Let's go. After the Chicago Cubs, the Cincinnati Reds, and the number 5 for the Central. For the West, the Dodgers are number 1. Padres are number 2. This is for the National League, I meant to say. National League, the West. Here we go. The Angels are number 1. Dodgers are number 2. Diamondbacks number 3, and San Francisco number 4, and the Rockies are number 5. These are your standings for the MLB divisions right now. So those are your standings for now. They can change really quickly, you know. The Tigers have been doing better than they did in the beginning, or a couple weeks ago. They're doing better than they did in May. Okay, they're doing better. They're already improving because they got 29 wins. They're like 20 and 40. Now they're 29 and 40. So they're making an improvement up to the top. Well, alrighty, guys. This is gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it or liked it or something like that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The question of the day. Dun-dun-dun-dun, boom. Who do you think is gonna win the American League Central? That's the question. Who do you guys think is gonna win the American League Central? I think the Guardians are gonna win it. That's my opinion. Because the Tigers might not be able to catch up with that unless they play really good. If they can win they can win all the way from out. So let's see. We'll see what they can do. I hope Tigers do win it. But looking right now, the Guardians look like they're gonna win it, or the White Sox. That's what it looks like right now. But I'm gonna take the Guardians in the situation. Well, guys, that's it for the counter take. And the counter take is